On 92.7. Apologies for starting a little late, but we have a full house of some very incredible gentlemen and ladies. And we're going to get into a very exciting topic. It is about how much you would allocate for your wedding if you had the means. Those that have always wanted large, extravagant weddings, how much of your own money, if you could put it aside for it, would you actually do so? Now, of course, it's just me here, and I'm always here with my ladies. Today, Helen is not joining us. She's not scheduling conflicts. But it's me and Miss Judy in the house. Miss Judy, you're looking nice, so like the braids and the outfit and the. No, I'm on set. It's different. And also joining us on the show, I'm always excited when she comes through. And I haven't seen you in quite a while, I must admit. Where have you been hiding, Euphemia?
My other job has transferred me to Cape Coast.
Oh no! Okay, well at least we're happy you're in town for a bit. How's Cape Coast like? Okay, I can agree. I can agree. Euphemia Anne-Marie Amwati, she's the CEO of Styles and Smiles Kids Saloon. And how are you able to combine having a business in Accra and then moving to Cape Coast?
Unfortunately for now, because I'm not in town.
Yeah. It's okay. Makes sense. Because Ghanaian workers, they will do you shaky. And the managing director of Mood Seasons, Daniel Kofi's in the house.
Yes,
Hi,
yes.
Daniel. You didn't come for all white party, Daniel.
I wasn't invited.
Why were you not invited?
You tell me.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Because I'm like, I didn't see Nadia. I just realized this is my first time seeing you in a few weeks. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
But let's get into the issue of weddings because it's been wedding season. I think now we're exiting wedding season. December is always wedding season in Ghana because the rains won't come, thankfully. But right now, you can't be too sure because it's raining in January, in the first week of January, so that's different. But yeah, you can safely hope that there will be good weather, it will be nice, dry, and it's the perfect conditions for us to have a society wedding. Now, I've been looking at numbers of weddings these days because when you're going to rent, even the core elements these days are like outrageously expensive. What do I mean? Like lighting, 10,000 cedis. Cake. I see some cakes are like 30,000 cedis. Wedding cake.
Why?
Wedding cake. Like 10,000, 20,000. Like those that want to hang the sun from the sky and put lights on it and that one is a different matter altogether. Chairs and tables. Like one chair is like 15 cedis, 20 cedis, 30 cedis.
The decor.
Nah.
And then you know when it comes to decor cost, so this is rental cost. And then when I talk about venue, if you're doing like the high class hotels, you're spending at least $5,000 on food and drinks and in the location. Like the bill is outrageous. But in this day and age, what is the realistic amount to allocate for a wedding? You've been there. You've planned your own wedding 10 years ago. How was it like 10 years ago? Break it down for us.
It was quite simple.
Please speak a bit into your mic.
It was
Yeah.
quite simple.
Yes.
If you ask me, 10 years ago, for decor, everybody we contacted was just mentioning a whooping amount and my husband and I just left the venue. We were just driving past the city. So as I made it, we were just sharing the and we just asked them, we're having a wedding so if you can come and take a look at the place, and we paid less than 3,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Because you found a roadside person who has the equipment.
So just by
But
myself.
branding means, only branding,
Yeah, branding.
And now, thank you.
Less than 3,000. I went on Pinterest, showed her the style of how I wanted my decor. She did exactly that.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking.
For a fraction of the cost?
Yes. If I could remember, probably we paid like 2,000 for decor. Today it's like times 20.
Times 15. Because I went to a christening. I was like, how much is so nice? How much is so average of like 30,000? Say, christening. Outdooring. And then talk less of a wedding because not draping and flowers and this and that. Like the look and feel that people are going in these days is literally running them out of money. Nanie, if you could put money aside for a wedding, what was the budget you look at?
A wise man once said, never spend money you've never seen before on a wedding.
Oh.
If you haven't seen that amount before in your life, don't start spending it on a wedding.
But if I've seen it before...
then why not? Once you've seen, always seen.
I've seen, but I've not handled it as much.
Then you've not seen.
Seeing
is handling.
If I've handled it before, but I spent it.
What business do you have spending 100,000 CDs if you've not seen 100,000 CDs before?
Sometimes when you're planning for it, you don't have the money in bulk, but somehow the money comes.
Does it?
It's like, someone, you're marrying. Oh, take 10,000. Someone will say, take 20,000. Oh, take 50,000.
I would invest it.
Thank you.
Rather.
For once, we're actually agreeing for the first time.
Thank you. We're a team today.
But don't get used to it. I'm sure there's going to be a change over the course of the show today.
But you, Miss Judy, what will be your average budget?
I can't put a figure to it, but the barest minimum. I like intimate things.
Yeah.
The wedding is between me, my husband, and a family.
Yeah.
So why am I going to think about inviting the entire world who basically don't even care? They are just coming to gossip or something. So it's something intimate, something small. It's after all, it's after I can have a good honeymoon. I'm not allocating anything big for it.
Okay. Well, at least listen to a few stories that we've received, and let's get into that quickly. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm in a small dilemma. I am hoping to marry the love of my life. She's an absolutely beautiful lady. We've been preparing for this day for about a year, and we've been saving towards it. However, God has been good to us, and in the last few months, we've made much more than we ever thought we would. Some business deals have gone really, really well for me and have generated quite a significant amount of money. However, the problem is my wife, on realizing that we are now way more financially buoyant than we were a year ago, has started upping the stakes in terms of the wedding that she wants. She has decided that we should do it big or go home. She wants a high-class venue. She wants fresh flowers. She wants a whole party before the party. And not to mention a Thanksgiving event after we have gotten married. Like, I have gotten to a point, yes, we can afford it. However, is it a prudent thing to do? Should we not stick to what we had planned a year ago, even though we have excess money now? Because I feel that it will make more sense to be able to invest it, or perhaps even do something fun after the wedding. Go on a long trip, do some enjoyments, buy her a new car, something else except for spend it all on a wedding. But my wife is my soon-to-be wife is gotten to a point where she sees that we have the capability of having a trending wedding, so we must. I am feeling very, very frustrated because I feel like she's not seeing the vision that I am. Is this something that is a deal breaker? Should I have a conversation with her, call someone in to be able to have a conversation with her? Or perhaps I should consider even just walking away because I feel at my wit's end. No, we've been together over 5 years and she's honestly the perfect woman for me. However, this issue of wedding is driving us insane. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. A gentleman who they've gotten some windfall money, which is nice. So you see that we're planning for maybe a wedding for 50 people. Now we have the capacity to do 500 people. And I do have 500 people in my family who will come. Now I want to invite everybody. I want to have everything I've always wanted. So clearly she's been limiting herself based on budgets. But now that the budget has sort of opened up, she's also opened up her taste. Now, how does this gentleman proceed in this scenario?
They've been together for 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, for me as a man, I would look at what value I've seen in this woman, right? I mean, to be honest, look, this thing happens when you have the capacity to expand. You get excited. Yeah. I would say women have been dreaming of this day for a very long time.
Yes.
We as men, we don't even think of this day until the day comes, right? So, I'll try to talk to her about it. I'll try to see, if there's a way in which we can sort of gain a middle ground. Instead of inviting 500, let's make it 250.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If there is some reasoning that we can have in that conversation, then we're good to go. However, if you can't reason in that conversation, you have to reconsider your options.
At all, completely.
Yeah,
As in, this is someone
absolutely.
that you've known for 5 years. That is amazing in every aspect of it. You really pull the brakes because they're not being reasonable about the wedding.
This is someone that is supposed to be managing or helping me manage the home, right? And now the person has seen that the budget's increased, and there are so many options of what you can do to add value to your marriage, right? The long term. And you're so bent on spending all of it on one day.
That's
crazy.
It's her dream day. Because me, I've dreamt about it a lot.
She was dreaming of a 50 people capacity
Because
wedding.
then we didn't
Now
have the
her
money
dreams
for
have
it.
changed
No, my-
to a 500
my-
capacity
my
wedding.
wedding has always been big.
They have an
My
entire
mind-
future together. I think this actually
a long
comes out
journey.
from last week's topic.
Yeah.
So know your partner before you decide
That's all.
to
True.
disclose your resources to the person. So this is a woman who is supposed to take care of the home, as he said. So I know that if you know this is how much I'm taking, obviously your expense is going to
Go up.
increase, and that is totally wrong. You are supposed to assist your husband. You are the neck. You are supposed to turn his head in the right direction. Really, if I can't communicate with you to change your mind at that point, I don't know how the marriage is going to work. 'Cause it means we can't sit and have a good conversation and agree on anything. So really, if at this point we can't get a middle ground, I think then we should walk. It's the beginning of a red flag.
Do you know I've changed my mind?
Okay.
I know.
What's
I
it?
think
Do you know what? Do you know? Actually, no. Do you know? It's 2024. YOLO. Do it. Do it.
Spend.
Go ahead.
And suffer together. no, just do it. I mean, you only have one chance to suffer together in that capacity.
Oh,
So
I
just do it.
think you should spend on people and then suffer after.
Do you know what? Why not? Do you know what you should do? You should invest the money in her name, and then when she pushes it, tell her that okay, we have to sell her investment to do the wedding.
That's smart.
Tell her that you know what, we have to sell your investment to do
That's
it. And
smart.
if she still agrees with that,
Yeah, then
she
it's
probably
her money.
won't. Yeah.
Because if I see that money, I say,
Uh-huh.
for me, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, we're going to
actually-
spend your investment on our
actually know
wedding.
someone who would agree to that.
Okay.
So a friend yesterday when we were discussing, we posted it. A friend sent me this message that he's actually a normal government worker, and he said he spent 200,000 on his wedding.
100,000.
200,000.
Jeez.
And he didn't have that.
Nah, but he
On a normal day, he didn't have that.
he claims the lady was worth it because she kept herself for him for that long. But my point is,
So she says.
So yes, so they would claim. What happens to your future together? You're about to have kids. You need kids are expensive.
Yeah.
They are.
And you are spending all that for a night, a day. And what happens to your future together? Did they really think about it? For me, it's totally unrealistic.
Yes, yeah.
Luckily for me, my sister does this decor and everything, so I didn't spend on the decor, my clothing and everything. But I have never fancied a big wedding. I always wanted something intimate with my family. I remember some uncle somewhere bought some Australian list saying, he's my father's uncle and we need to provide this. I asked him if by any chance he's paid my school fees
Thank
at
you.
any point in my life for him to bring this list. And I told my dad, if he's not willing to listen to us, he can leave. I don't need you there. And I was young. I'm like, please, I don't have time for
I won't
this
do
drama.
that, yeah.
I'm not interested. See, I just wanted something small. It's just me and my husband and my parents. The intimate friends who understand whatever I want to have in my future, it's those I want there. I don't need any other person there. So if this lady really, I'm like, when he told me, I was like, I'm actually wondering how their life together is going to be. You've spent, you're okay now. Imagine a few months later when the honeymoon phase is
Yes,
over.
and you actually need money for rent, for house, for everything else, including you're moving into a new place together.
Then they'll
the
see
whole
the
9
bit.
yards.
But you have to spend money to make money.
Well,
But
but
that's-
if
So who
it-
knows? After all of that
God will bless
extravagance,
them.
maybe
But those that spend the most on their wedding sometimes are the ones that have it free. So I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
A lot
Okay.
of trending weddings have been people that either their family are the ones catering for that wedding, or they are related to decor people. And then they are literally using it as an advertising for you,
Yeah.
the sucker,
Exactly.
that is going to see it and come and bring their 200,000 to come and do it. Because I've seen some really nice weddings, and the next they realize that they are related to maybe one decor lady or one decor man or the other. So the whole thing was just an advertising
some way.
mechanism, and then you are now thinking, oh my god, and then Charlie, I must do it. Like now I see that even every event must be covered by bloggers. Like every event. Every wedding there's some blogger sitting at the wedding just waiting to blog the wedding.
Trend.
How did we get into trending weddings?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me come
No,
to
thank
you.
you.
You feel me? So what is the right amount in this day and age
If you ask
to
me,
plus
right,
towards a wedding?
your resources will depend on the type of wedding you want to have.
An average wedding.
Average
What do you think is the right amount to have?
Sending.
50K.
50K?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say. Yeah.
Including
50K.
food and drinks?
Food and drinks.
Yeah,
50K.
sure.
Wow.
Depending on the number.
Because I saw some caterer put out there was someone who was making payments, and I know that she had done part payment too, but then the finished payment was 30,000. I said it was part payment already done, no, and then this is the final payment is 32,000
Hey,
for catering.
what kind of food?
And then literally like you see, per head 150, per head 200, per head 300, like for one wedding. My goodness.
I mean, to be fair, the argument is you're only gonna have. The aim is to only have this once.
Thank you.
Right.
Glad you clarified.
The aim is
this day and age.
the aim is to only have this once.
Yeah.
And it's like this finale of whatever has built up for you guys
Yeah.
to join together.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. Sometimes in that situation, you may be tempted to not think over logically in this scenario, right? And the kind of wedding you want to have you wanted to reflect on perhaps how much the person means to you, this and that. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be having a wedding if the person didn't mean that much to me, because I mean, those who know me would know.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
so I mean, in that defense,
Yeah.
I can see why you might not use the logical, the rationale
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
in terms of what you would
Yeah.
spend,
Yeah.
right? But use your sense. I mean, use your common sense in the situation. If you're spending, like I said, don't spend money you've never seen. Because usually it doesn't end up in the right direction.
Yeah.
You might get lucky and someone might see the wedding and might bless you with some whatever. But let's be real. How many? Right now, if you sit here right now, you can't count 100 people that realistically have impacted your life like that.
even
You can't count 100 people, but yet we have numbers over 200 at your wedding, and that includes family.
But in this day and age, do people even bring gifts to wedding again? Because I don't think people do anymore. No, like people don't bring gifts. It used to be a mandatory thing. Like you would go out and you would buy a blender or a toaster or something practical.
I think Ghana amabaso.
Yeah, Ghana,
Because I went to a
buy
wedding in
things
Tanzania. They're just every second we have to make an announcement. This family wants to bring this gift, materials. Yeah. And I was like, wow, people still do that.
But there are some couples that put on their invitations.
Yes,
that
bring cash. Even with that one, do they bring cash?
How much?
Because let's be honest, I've attended a few. I've seen the cash, I've seen the cash one day, but I'm like, oh, it's okay. Oh, they don't need my money. My money. Oh, maybe they have money. They have money. Based on the kind of wedding you are going to, you're like, I can't give you 100. I can't give you 200. I must give you at least starting from 5,000. I don't have 5,000.
You reminded me of something. So this is wedding we went to, and you remember when you were a kid, and the auntie and uncle that you knew didn't know what to get you. So they got you a birthday card and they slid 1 CD
inside and you're good.
I saw this at a wedding. Someone slipped in some 50 CD note. And so we're there for far away anyway. I'm like, so I said to the guy, you open the envelope, see.
And it was proper.
The guy came to give a long speech. You know, sometimes they come and give a speech and announce the thing.
Yeah.
So I said to the guy, yo, open the letter, let me see. You open the 50 CDs.
If anything.
Oh, don't get me wrong, the crispiest 50 CD note I've ever seen. It looked amazing.
He chose the best.
It was hand plucked.
Yeah. And you see, the thing is, because I don't have a lot to give you, but I also feel bad if I'm giving you anything less than, say, 500 CDs. And if I don't have 500 CDs to give you, then it's okay, I'll just attempt. Yeah. And I'll dance for you. I'll eat for you. I will eat for you.
Yeah.
Take pictures. I will say I'll be the last person to get off the dance floor.
There we go.
It's my responsibility to dance as much as everybody.
Because that's going to add value to my wedding.
You get
the thing is, you're going to an expensive wedding. I feel like you have the money.
That's the problem. I don't feel the need because you must give above a certain amount you get to make an impact. Because like the guy, honestly, his 50 CDs was all he probably had. But
it was not. But yeah, go on. It was not.
On that day, in that moment, that's all he had.
He can spend.
So I feel some type of way just giving it to you. It's like the same way you go to a funeral in Sawa. If you know that you don't have a large amount to give, it's almost some way. It's like, okay, you hold now that
After the funeral, you can get away with that.
You press it into the person's hand like, oh, but yeah, so now people are not giving gifts, but expecting to come and drink and eat and the whole 9 yards. Like we want a cocktail bar, we want champagne, we want wine, we want a whiskey corner, we want the whole 9 yards. We want, if the food is not good, we will talk about it. And the gentleman, I enjoy you. As if they did it for me. Did you like it? I don't know.
No, that's a long
Did they give you enough jollof? I don't know. So there's this sort of weird expectations of people. Even when you do it small, they expect some kind of like, clause. How do you manage people's expectations and your budget?
You don't look at those people.
Sir?
It's your day. It's between you and your husband.
True.
And probably your nuclear family. Because majority of these, not even majority, these extended family, they're just coming to eat, spend, talk,
and then go.
So me, if you ask me, being married this year being my 11th, I mean, just concentrate. This woman right now is acting and typically like she's concentrating on the wedding more than the marriage.
Yeah.
Forgetting that the marriage is a very long journey. Yes, these people, Charlie, she should just compromise with her husband. Just the previous plan that they had, they should just go by. These extra people you are coming to add, what value are they coming to add?
Where are they from? They weren't the initial list. So
what are they coming
But
to
you know how everyone's saying where they from, that it's just between you and the person. That's all nice and said and done. But when me as a guy, if I come and say, okay, fine, I agree. Let's just do a registry. The woman doesn't want to hear it.
No one is true.
No, you don't. So it's clearly not just, you clearly don't see it as just you and the guy. You also want to be able to
look back on that day.
On the day. It's a memory.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's a memory. So I get what you're saying, but I also understand why you'd want to make it a special occasion. And quite frankly, nowadays, it's not
I can't
a
make
cheap.
it small and
What makes
classy.
it special?
No, you can make it small and
Exactly.
classy, but you won't make it small and classy. Did you have a small wedding?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
But do you see how difficult it was for you to have a small wedding?
As I said, I've never fancied a big one.
But it was difficult because, like, when, for example, you come and say, okay, we're going to get married, and then you have to narrow down. If I was to tell you to narrow down everybody 10 each.
That's why right now we don't
10.
even invite anybody.
Your husband,
We're having
10.
secret
You
weddings.
will not be able to do it.
God.
You couldn't.
My family, I already have 15 siblings.
There you go.
Them and their spouses. It's already 30 people.
See?
And their children will now get into another 50 people. Or probably 70. Then I'll now go into my mother's family, my father's family. Then I'll come into my colleagues, people I've worked with. Me,
We're
they-
African. We're African. We're African.
I probably must.
We're African. You're not going to have a small number of people, really, right?
You can't invite everybody.
No, you can't invite everybody. You can't invite everybody.
But you feel the pressure to.
But you do get
If you
pressure
don't talk to
to.
me, I don't care. My 40, I didn't invite everybody. Some people are not talking to me. I don't care.
Really?
Yes. I'm not joking. I have colleagues at work who do not talk to me because I did not invite them to my 40th.
At your birthday.
Yes.
Oh no, I understand that. And you
No,
know
I don't.
No, I get that. No, but why did she need to invite him to her birthday? That's
What?
different. That's a whole nother conversation.
They're
Wow.
colleagues and their friends.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Okay, I still have people that are beefing me for not inviting them as well to my birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago.
I mean, I just told them I forget my own birthday, and then we move on.
And some of them, I
party.
honestly forgot.
Having
I
a
sent
party,
them
you forgot your
reminders, and then I forgot to send the actual location. I was like, save the date, and then when the location changed, I forget to
Because your own
send
wahala.
the new one. So that one was my bad. But to have people really not speaking
yeah,
to you
yeah.
because you didn't invite, and it's something that happens quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, people get really, really,
They
really,
take it
really
personal.
personal.
Is that a girl thing? Because I've never
No,
seen
no, it's a
guys have never been upset.
Ghanaian thing.
Oh,
It's a
I
Ghanaian
get
thing.
you. I get you.
You know the thing is, if you are my friend and
Yeah.
you don't invite me to your wedding,
Yeah.
you have a secret one, I'm actually going to beef you for a
You're
while.
gonna beef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
For, it means I'm not that important to you.
Yeah, you could have done it. You could
What
do
did-
without
what-
me.
You could
Okay.
have told me, but made me aware that I'm having it small, so don't pass by or
Exactly,
something.
yeah, it's
But
not
you not
necessary.
telling me and having it, I'll just rethink my friendship with you.
Probably respect the decision
Yeah.
as well.
I had a friend.
I see.
I've had quite a few friends who've done like quiet weddings. One particular one did the engagement was like not big, but it was a medium-sized crowd. So some people got invited to it. In fact, some of his groomsmen. So like a group of all, we became groomsmen for the traditional. When it got to the white wedding and the white wedding reception, it was very, 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 very small. Like it was one long table. They did a breakfast. Not like a lunch. It was like a very British thing. So they did a very small one table reception after the white wedding. And even some of the groomsmen didn't get invited. Yes. Even some of the groomsmen were probably like maybe 7 on the day. At the white, it was like 3 of us that got invited.
Wow.
Because they had to narrow it down. And he just told them like, I have to bring just, it was like on my side, I have to bring just 10 people. And you can't be part of the 10. Wow.
Do you know, actually, now that you mention that, there are packages where you can go to places like Gibraltar or these places, and they'll package it. They'll say, okay, for 20 people, this and this and that. And it's much cheaper than, honestly, I can't justify spending over 100K on a wedding in Ghana. I can't. It doesn't make sense.
But if you were traveling, doing a destination wedding, would that be?
Because the prices are overinflated. That's why it's 100,000. It's not because it's worth 100,000, right?
Honestly, if I could, I would probably do a destination wedding.
There you go.
It's easier.
It's much easier,
and you get value for money. When you're rent, flowers are actual fresh flowers.
I mean, no disrespect to Ghana, but let's be.
I would consider a destination wedding. It will be a lot easier. I know, like South Africa, for example, like Cape Town.
Yeah.
Beautiful wine yard. I know. In fact, the venue comes with accommodation and with champagne and with like it's a pre-packaged amazing deal.
Look at that.
And it's way cheaper than you would do in Ghana. The only thing that people have to do is just
fly.
And right now it's visa free, so you just basically grab your passport and go. But it makes more sense to do. You get value for money, you get a great time, and you get a vacation all in one. So that's a hint for people that want to consider doing that. But now coming to how you navigate relationships, because you stated people who will not speak to you after you didn't send an invite to a special day. How do you navigate those complex relationships?
For me, if I'm getting married, the people at my wedding are people that I feel have had an impact in my life and will continue to have an impact in my marriage.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So those people would be at my wedding. If anyone was upset about not being at the wedding, who cares? No, quite frankly, because I've looked back and I've taken, a realistic measure of, okay, these are the people that I feel have to be here, right? The other people probably wouldn't be able to justify being upset.
You feel me? How do you navigate those complex relationships?
I have an example. Last year, November was my 10th anniversary. And we had a renewal of vows.
Oh, lovely.
It was very small, and I have another bunch of friends who are not talking to me because they were at my wedding 10 years ago, and when I was having the renewal, they don't understand why they were not invited.
Why were they not invited?
Are they still? Have they still been? Have they still been in your life for the 10 years duration?
Not all of them, no. They hardly check up on me.
Why should
because they
why
saw
should
it
I
on
invite
social
you?
media. Hey, I want to friend me. Like, girl.
Are they serious?
You don't even call me. You don't text me. You don't check up on me. You don't even know where I live. You don't know where I work.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're coming to.
That's crazy.
You think you're entitled to be part of my life because it's 10 years after you attending my wedding. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't care.
People have Ghanaians have entitlement.
Yes, too much.
It's a very interesting path to navigate. Miss Judy, how do you deal with people when you had a private wedding, a quiet one? You probably cut quite a few people off. How did you navigate that?
I just told them it was a family thing. No long talk. Like, I didn't invite you. In my head, really, I don't care. But
your posture alone.
Just to keep a friendship and not have coldness between
really
us.
Quiet.
It was just a quiet thing, Me and my partner just decided to do it quick. So I'm sorry, but maybe in some years to come, we think of inviting you.
That's why they'll be feeling with him. Yeah. Probably some of them were like, as you said, so if in 10 years they see the reunion, they'll also bore.
10 years, I didn't do it.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
I'll do it at 20.
Wow.
I know really, I don't think of inviting any of them.
Yeah, they just come and just look at.
It was out there that my marriage was almost crumbling down. So when they saw the renewal of vows, everybody were like,
Hey.
hey, if you say, hey. So it's like they wanted to be there.
It's just the conconsa for them.
Thank you.
Hey,
It's
Ghana
making me feel
for.
cry.
Gotta love it.
We move. We don't
Gotta
agree
love
this
it.
year.
Well, let's get into the second one, which is an actual interesting dilemma. Okay, so this one says, hold up. Yes, okay. And we're going to open the phone lines very shortly as well and give you an opportunity to call in. But this one says, hi, guys. So I have a very interesting one. We've been planning towards our wedding for a while, and I have been working with a certain budget in my mind. However, my wife-to-be is from a very, very well-to-do family. Now, they want to upgrade the wedding to their standard. Where I'm from is good, but not as great as this, and I wanted to do something small and quiet. However, my in-laws are very public, very rich people who need to pander as well to their society friends. So basically, they want to take over the entire wedding and do it to their standard. They want the whole 9 yards, but I'm uncomfortable about it. I understand the need to let their first daughter go off in style. However, because it's my wedding as well, and I'm marrying my wife, I want it to be done my way. It's causing quite a bit of a rift between myself and my in-laws. Should I just leave it to them to do it as they wish? Because again, the wedding is usually the woman's thing, or should I insist on it being done my way?
Simple answer.
Gang.
Simple answer.
What is that simple answer?
The wedding is not yours. Just let them do what they need to do.
Ish.
You're fighting with your in-laws.
Just let them. Just let them do what you need to do.
Just leave them be.
It's their last act. It's their last act of responsibility that they get to have, because once she's married to me, that's it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't, I'm not gonna take no input anymore.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let them have their last day.
Okay, so you just leave it be.
No problem.
Let them go big or go home kind of vibe.
No problem.
Whatever it is that they want to do, it's good for you.
No problem.
Okay, usually.
Yeah, they have the money to spend.
So they should go ahead.
Yeah.
No
But
problem.
sometimes men also
The thing
feel
is,
that
Fighting with your in-laws from the beginning.
It's
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Your life will be as miserable as
don't try it. I'll come to you for me about your thoughts, but sometimes a lot of men feel emasculated if their in-laws or the wife's family is the one doing the wedding.
It's
So what does
ego.
it? Yeah, worry. Not that you are married, but you're being married. Because they're taking over in every aspect, and sometimes it sort of affects their self-esteem in the marriage from then onwards. Now,
You should get over it.
Eesh.
Listen, there will be plenty of things to complain about and be upset about in life. That is a no-brainer. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it
Okay.
go.
Now let me come to you, Ifemia. In this situation, he's at a loss. Should I fight it? Should I leave them be to do it the way they want to? Or should he keep his foot on the ground and insist it done his way?
Are her parents paying?
Yes. They want to bankroll it. They have they have a lifestyle that they want the people to like. It's our first daughter. She must have a splendid wedding. We can't do it small.
Oh, Jamo, no.
But
Honestly.
that's the thing with the emasculation of the man or honor. Because all the men talk about this.
But who'll find out?
exactly.
Can I just
But
say,
they know that
as
you
a
don't
man,
have it.
think about it too. As a man, I've never thought about a wedding my entire life. Yeah, ever. Now you're telling me I should now argue about something I've never thought about my entire life, and someone wants to pay for something I have never thought about my entire life.
But they want to do it their way.
But I've never thought about it my entire life. So are you hearing this part? I've never thought about it my entire life. Why should I allow my ego and pride to get in the way of something that someone else has thought about their entire life?
No, but AJ, he's not involved in any way, shape, or form.
No, he wanted to do it his way with a small budget. Now the family is saying we can't do it on that budget. Like I have friends, I have family, I'm rich. I need my family to come. Because you are thinking maybe 50 people. I can't. Woo. You are giving me 5 slots. Me, I am a world-renowned whoever. 5 slots for me, my first daughter's wedding. I can't have that. I need 200 slots. And because of that, I will pay for it myself.
Thank you, mommy. That's what you say. You say thank you, mommy.
Buying his suits,
everything. We want to upgrade the wedding. So we are upgrading every aspect of the wedding.
AJ, we don't
Thank you,
have time.
mommy. I mean, what is this? Why are we arguing about this?
No, they want to upgrade every aspect of the
Go
wedding.
ahead.
Including it. Say if he's looking of Cantonment to suit, they want to buy him Bromon.
Amen.
Like they want to upgrade.
Mommy, I want to wear Versace on my wedding day.
That's all.
They will buy you the Versace.
Amen. what are we arguing about?
Emasculation.
Then I just hope that after the wedding they don't also get involved in the
That's what I'm
marriage.
saying. After the wedding, see.
Because it's like they're taking over.
If I'm paying for every aspect, I consider you my child.
Exactly.
That's
and when
fine.
I say yes, you have. If I say jump, you have to say how high.
Good luck trying.
Because largely that's what happens in Ghanaian homes, especially when the family is very rich and in a position to dictate the way the things should be.
Only the couple can allow a door to open or close within their home. Yeah, regardless of what the circumstances were between them getting married, this and that. If the couple are on the same wavelength, they would not allow the outside influence to affect it that much. But usually when the outside family, when everyone starts to influence decisions, it's usually because one of you have let them in. Yeah? For whatever. No, I get that, but the two of you are getting married. Yeah? The two of you are the ones that are going to live.
In Ghana, you married a family.
I understand the technicalities of family getting married.
Will come in.
I understand.
They will dictate. They will come and say, "What about this? What is going on with that?"
Then they should come and visit us in Australia.
Hey.
No, before they but see, if you're going to come and input and then you're going to be able to suffer to get to where we are. You know what I mean? Me and Charlie, the wedding, like I said, the wedding is their last opportunity to hand over their daughter. And I can respect that. But once you've handed your daughter over to me, hey.
Now if it gets to a point where they say, okay, your house is not big enough, we need to upgrade, because that's how it starts.
Then I'll take the money.
My daughter
and I'll build my own house.
My daughter needs to be, she needs to be like, I've treated her a certain kind of way her entire life.
Yeah.
She needs to be accustomed to certain luxuries. So if they go, okay, now could you please move into one of our homes we bought for you
I'm
guys?
good. At that point, I'm good.
You're a good way. Yeah, worry way, you know.
You're fine. You're okay. With the minds to come.
If I had it. But they bought you a house.
And?
In the best part of town.
That's nice.
That you have to move it.
Me
That's nice.
They don't consult you when they do the wedding. Isn't that how it starts? Based on them just coming in and then sort of doing it as they please, it sort of becomes a running theme when they know they can bulldoze their way with their money.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But you know what? We live to fight another day.
Yes.
Let it be the same. Money, money, money must be funny in the rich man's world.
Now we're asking the question, what is the perfect budget for you if you're getting married on your own dime? What is that perfect budget for the wedding? Me, I think 100K is a good. Looking at today's day and age, I'll probably do the catering myself or get someone to handle the catering myself. I like to manage the process, and where I can manage the money too, I'll manage it. I'll buy my own drinks. I'll look for a menu where I can bring everything inside, because I can't come and do per head as a we don't have that kind of money. But what is your perfect view on how that will be done? We have about 6 minutes more. We can take maybe 1 or 2 calls. 0559-242-717. That's 0559-242-717. You're tuned in to Keeping It Real right here on 3FM. Here with an incredible group of people, and we're all sharing our opinions. We have Euphemia Anne-Marie Amwating joining me here. She's a CEO of Styles and Smiles Kids Saloon, and as well we have Nanye. He is Nanye Kofi, managing director of Mood Seasons, and together we're talking as well with the one and only Miss Jude, also here with me, about the perfect budget allocation for your wedding. How do you go about it? How do you figure out that number? You can call us now or forever hold your peace. 0559 242 717. That's 0559 242 717 or 0556 910 154.
In my dreams, I have a plan.
I had myself a wealthy man, I would work again.
You what?
If I had myself a wealthy man, I wouldn't be stressed. Like,
Oh, yeah.
let's ball. Oh my!
That comes with stuff too.
What kind of stuff? We can do it.
No, that comes with stuff too. You know when you say that when the family impose certain things, it comes with expectations and things. Rich man comes with that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. So I'll be the kind of woman that will satisfy him.
Submissive.
Try.
I think that's the word you were looking
Submissive,
for.
eh?
Submissive.
Oh, you see. Now let's talk about that. There are certain kind of men, that
Yeah.
bring the submissiveness naturally in a woman.
Listen,
Literally, like there's some kind. Babe, are you okay?
Madam.
Do you want a massage?
Madam.
Should I bring your food now? You don't know.
Madam,
You be
you are
share.
not fooling us. See,
Share.
you are not fooling us. A woman is either going to be submissive or she's not.
You.
She's either going to be
surprised.
submissive or she's not.
Hello, welcome to Keeping It Real. What are your thoughts about the perfect budget for a wedding?
I mean, just do what works for you. A lot of people have been doing these ceremonies to please society and the public. So they'll go out of their way. Once the thing is, your budget, oh, it's somebody's small. You see, and you're small, no, it's somebody's big. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you know where you belong, when you want your capacity, you cast your total harness your side. So far as making both of you happy, that's what should be your focus. So at the end of the day, so getting married is not the achievement. So stay in marriage, stay in the marriage for how many decades? That is the achievement at the end of the day. So, Charlie, choose your peace of mind, your happiness over public satisfaction and society public satisfaction and family satisfaction. Choose your peace of mind over those things, and you live to be happy.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Well, that makes a lot of sense. You're small is someone's big. You're big is someone's small. You never know because we'll be out in the dear. But now coming to the issue of submission. Before we wrap up, I want to get you feel me your point on that, because I feel that there's a kind of man that will bring out a submissive woman, whether she acts as unsubmissive as possible. There's certain kind of men that will bring out that quality in her based on how you treat her.
That's true. But there are some women too who are naturally submissive.
Okay.
Well, you all born they are submissive. That's how they are. But as you said, there are some men that also inform your kind of submissive.
Yeah, because there are certain kind of men that will make me go, please can I go out? And there's some that I'm going out, okay? I'll be back when I see you.
I actually think a naturally submissive woman can go off when the guy is not treating her well.
Yeah, that means she's had it.
I think still the man has to bring out the best in the woman.
Does money make a woman submissive?
You notice me, I'm not saying anything.
Speak now.
See.
Does money make a woman submissive?
Must money make a woman
Does
submissive?
money?
I think at the initial stages, but still, if you're not treating her well, she still goes off at one point. Because it's not the money that's going to spend time with her. She needs you. She married you. So at the end of the day, if it's just money and you are not there to pamper her, to treat her well, she obviously goes off at one point.
A woman can divorce you no matter how rich you are.
Okay, let's quickly pick this caller and then we will get into wrapping it up shortly. Hello, what are your thoughts, please?
Yeah, AJ, a word on submission. So can you define the word to me so I'll say what I'll say?
That's what I was waiting for. Because you're just talking, saying submission.
Hold on.
Thank you. You're a smart guy. Thank you.
Me, you see, gentlemen, I'm not with you. So if you think I'm going to say, See, in a relationship, certain things are basic. Submission, you can't say that's how a woman is supposed to be submitting. But define the word and tell me this is not the two people are not supposed to be submissive to each other. It's like respect, it's like love. You see, a man or a woman is supposed to be submissive, a woman is supposed to respect a man. It is basic for the two people to do in the relationship. Am I not making it? That's what I'm asking. Define the word and tell me if it's not the two people's responsibility to be submissive to each other in a relationship.
Okay, so submission based on Google is saying that submission looks like respecting your husband's point of view. It means humbly sharing your opinion with him, not invalidating, especially in front of others. It means trusting his decision as a leader while feeling empowered to give your own point of view.
So isn't the man supposed to do the same thing for the woman?
To an extent, not being submissive, but also being considerate.
To what extent?
Well, yeah.
We are human beings, so see, that's the point we keep forgetting. We are human beings. That is what we are. And so we begin to live that way. You know? All these things will keep happening all the time. If you're banning if the woman is right, hey, or say yes, so hey, what are we doing to ourselves?
Thank you so much for that.
Do you know what two submissive people in a relationship looks like? It's two people not being able to decide what to eat. Yeah. See, you can't both be submissive, right? You both respect each other, but one provides, the other submissive. But there is a cycle of respect within the relationship, right? I get what he's trying to say, but you both can't be submissive. It doesn't work. Okay. Someone has to lead and someone has to follow.
Or maybe the cycle changes as and when. I don't know.
But never at the same time.
Well, perhaps. I don't know if we have time for one more. Okay, well, let's take one more caller. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Quickly, your thoughts on not only the marriage part, but the submissive part as well.
Okay. For the marriage part, just call your partner. Say, hey, babe, do you want to enjoy after the wedding or you want to endure after the wedding?
Endure or enjoy?
So, yeah, after that, because, see, after everything, it all comes down to the both of you. You'll be sitting under your own wedding and smiling, but in your head, you are like, so after this, am I going to pay the loan for all this food these people are eating? No. See, just call your babe. Say, hey, okay, me, I don't have money. So let's do Yanchen Cherry. You pay so bolu. And jolly juice. You pay Garini, so Kinsema, a whole no beban. Because in Ghana here, these same people are going to come back and watch you. When they are doing, at the back of their head, they are like, into the banner with the end. So you just have to do you. And for being submissive, well, as a woman, you just have to listen to your husband. Although sometimes they don't have good ears, but you listen to him first. That's what men prefer. Listen to him first, and then later on, you have something to say. You say it in bed. Very cool. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you so much for that. And yeah, very interesting takes there. In conclusion, we have our gentleman whose lady is facing or is forcing him to extend the budget beyond what he's comfortable with. And we have our second gentleman who is being asked by his in-laws to allow them do the wedding of their dreams for their daughter. How should these two gentlemen proceed? Nanya?
Me in the middle, the first guy. So instead of the 200, whatever, just you only live once, right? So instead of a no, meet someone in the middle. The second one, honestly, let the family have it.
Okay, Miss Jude.
So I'm a miser, so definitely I'll prefer investing than having a big wedding and
Makes sense.
wasting all my money in a day. So I'll still have a communication with her for her to come to my side and spend less.
Okay.
For the guy, as Nene said, they know she do that thing. That's it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, makes sense. And finally, Femia, how should they proceed?
Okay, so the first story, I'd say that, some more. I'd say that the lady compromises with her to-be husband, and they should go by the first plan that they had. The second one, the in-laws should take over. And after the marriage, that's it. That's it.
Okay, that's when you put your foot
Create your
down.
boundaries.
Okay. Thank you for joining me for another exciting edition of Keeping It Real. My guest, Euphemia Anne-Marie Amoating, CEO of Styles and Smiles Kids Saloon, and currently based in Cape Coast. And we'll miss her in Accra. And we hope you come back soon. You have to come back soon. Nanya Kofi, Managing Director of Mood Seasons and Miss Today. Of course, my name is Asia Kwakosapo. It's been an absolute blast. We ran a little 6 minutes over. It's okay. It's allowed.
Sorry. Actually, somebody said you should spend 3.50 pesos on your wedding. I'm just looking at the message.
Now,
Hey.
the TNT from their house to the venue, to even to the church, yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for being tuned in. And we'll be back your way next